I've always said the gaming industry is becoming a big joke. The tech industry is also a pretty big joke as well, if you ask me. But that's neither here nor there. While playing with my butt, squeezing it and pretending it was an attractive woman who found me very interesting. Oh my god, your growth on YouTube is so hot. Tell me more, Becky. Ziltexton sent me this piece of horrible news. As we all know, the gaming culture in China is kind of fucked, and Korea. South Korea, I believe, that's the free Korea. There's two Koreas, free Korea and not so free Korea. Well, in their culture, cheating is just fucking normal. And in China, they have entire internet cafes with computers already set up to have cheat codes implemented. It's a huge problem in Overwatch, and it's an overwhelming problem in PUBG. And I think one of the many catalysts that led to its downfall. I mean, maybe if the developer listened to everybody when they said, hey, how about we region lock China and maybe people can enjoy the game again, and he's like, fuck you guys, you xenophobes. Yeah, well now xenophobe your ass out of being the top game on Twitch and completely and utterly getting trounced by Fortnite. Even Drake is tickling his chin and going, if Fortnite wants me to, I'll drop a beat for their fucking game. And everyone's like, oh my god, it's God's plan. And I'm sitting there like, god damn it, why am I still alive? Gundam, this has nothing to do with the news. It appears a reporter in the tech industry was over in China recently, checking out Dell's marketing campaign for the 8th generation Intel Core i processors and the gaming laptops. And he came to the startling realization that Dell in China completely and utterly tries to sell their laptops by promoting the fact that this one can run even more plugins than anybody else. You need this laptop because it won't crash when you put in 40 bajillion fucking cheats. Let's fast forward this part. And the big company's spiel was how many more plugins that their laptop could run. Plugins are also known as cheats, obviously, but the article states that right there in your face. Blah 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 spokesman Sally Zhang had to say about how to win more chicken dinners, and I quote, she spoke of how Chinese gamers are the most innovative and dominant in the world by using plugins to, for example, run faster than other players or blow up 10 cars at a time, and that these top gamers can really use 8th gen power to run more plugins to win more at chicken dinner. That's at quotation marks. So she actually said that. And that the top players run the most plugins. So that's where the 8th gen Dell power gives them, the gamers, edge. Behind her, a video proudly shows various cheats in PUBG in action. They really like the one with the massively oversized gun and show that a lot, with the new Dell gaming laptops shown every few seconds, while Sally told us that gamers should buy Dell because they're better at running mini plugins. Wow. I know a lot of people sit there and go, I don't understand cheating. And I get you. Cheating in a game doesn't make sense because it's not really your skill. But then again, it's America. If we really want to point our fingers at cheaters, look at all the motherfuckers in Congress. Look at all the guys who run the banks, the big four, too big to fail bank mentality. Look at Silicon Valley, Facebook, so on. Cheaters always prosper in the real world. But for some reason, when it happens in games, all of a sudden we have some sort of moral superiority in this country. I don't know. Just, pointing out something I thought was odd. But true, I mean, if I lived in China, I'd probably cheat at games too, because life in China does not seem that fucking awesome at all. Like, they censor you even on WhatsApp. So you have to use special emojis to get messages across and all this other crap. It's ridiculous. So I guess it makes sense that they're cheaters. I mean, fuck, where else are they gonna win? It damn sure ain't at life. Gundam, I'm offended.
What's he eating? Oh, God. What sort of egg is that?
So it's a fetus inside an egg.
A fetus? I don't know what any.
And let this be a lesson to fucking PUBG. Do something about China, you assholes. I mean, my God, everybody's been screaming at it forever. And now, basically, everyone's moving up fucking Fortnite. And the PUBG guys are running around suing places, saying wild shit like, we came up with 3-story buildings. I'm like, really? Really? We came up with frying pans in games. I'm like, I've seen frying pans in other games, like Dead Rising. I'll admit, you use a frying pan on your ass would deflect bullets. I'll give them that. But Jesus, let's move on. Anyway, Dell also got back to PC Power Play, which is the article this is from, and they had this to say. Dell is fully committed to supporting fair play in online gaming. We do not encourage nor endorse any behavior that undermines our fair gaming practices. Dell has a strong track record in partnership with gaming teams, aiming at providing world-class gamers with the ultimate experience. In an attempt to communicate the power of the new Dell G Series, which is the laptop in question, inappropriate modifications examples were used in Dell's product launch event in China last week. This does not reflect our global gaming culture or strategy. We condemn any modifications misused in gaming. That's pretty much the cover our asses quote, you know. I really don't think this is going to change anything. Just thank God you don't live in China. That's all I got to say. Because frankly, here's the statement. This is bad. And they'll probably go to the Chinese people. Do you mind not telling fucking reporters that you're using plugins? Very sorry, Mr. Jeff Weiss. Oh my God, he's unsubscribed. But in all honesty, you know, whatever. I mean, come on. It's just a pointless statement. It's like when Nvidia made their little quote about we're trying to keep up with graphics card demands, but we don't want our onboard partners selling to miners. When in all actuality, I doubt Nvidia really gives too much of a shit. Because at the end of the day, record profits and money is all that matters in the game. So that was that. Call this a New York Minute, because I want my video to be under 10 minutes. For the love of God, be under 10 minutes. Wish I could do it in 3. It reads off as my colleague Ben Manziel was in Beijing last week for Intel's big reveal of the 8th gen. God damn it. No, Poochie, I'm fine. I'm fine, Choochie. Lay down, Choochie. I'm not dying of butt cancer.